All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Full Body Cast Presents Garage Night, episode 2745. We do. We're going to talk about NCAA, how that's gone, MLB, and then just catch up with our random stories. One of them being me teaching Kane how to drive. The first 10 minutes of that. Once Craig figures out his microphone, he's got it now though. But wait, Garage Night brought to you by stop. Will you stop messing with that thing? We're already shooting. What's his name to the top? You know what? We're gonna switch this up though. We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna say Dan Coot Snyder with O Chef Country Kitchen. Then we're gonna go to Edam Claw Mazatlan. Say hi to Andy, and then also hit up Bordeaux Wine Bar. And we got Garage Night with the Bentley brothers. We got Craig Bentley on the mic.
Well, at least me. But I will tell you this, in the last week, hit up Mazatlan and hit up O Chef.
Nice. I like that.
Do you know what KFC stands for?
What?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Thanks. That's your random... That's so. What's your go-to for O Chef Country Kitchen?
Oh, Bentley.
The Bentley Sammy.
Got a couple of them this last weekend.
Bentley special. And then what's your go-to for the Edam Claw Mazatlan?
Even though it's not named after me,
still going.
Still doing the super
burrito. Wow, that's pretty good. I'll actually face you while we're talking. I've got my back to you. Nice. Yeah. We've Mazatlan been there a little bit, mostly for big birthday parties. I did stop in there and talk to Andy a few weeks back. He actually brought me to the back because I was picking up some DoorDash, and I got to see how they prepare it and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty behind the scenes look.
Well, hopefully he got his taps back because when I was there, the delivery didn't get there in time, and they didn't have any beer on tap.
What?
It was awkward.
What is this, Cole Street Brewery?
I don't know if it was more awkward that they didn't have it, or when I sat down,
There's no beer. There's no beer anymore.
He comes over and he goes, "I have no beer on tap."
Oh,
he already knew I wanted a beer.
Sorry, he's like, "Hey, sorry about that."
Yeah.
And we don't have Corey on the mic now. Corey he's moving. He's moving out of the zip code and the area code.
Yes.
And the county.
Yes.
Yeah. So we may only have him by voice. He wants me to set up a video studio for him.
I still think he'll dude, he's still coming here to work.
Yeah.
So
yes.
He's now down with P-Town.
Yes. And we're not talking about golden showers. It's he's always been down for that. But I mean,
I'm not Corey.
One of the main reasons that Jackson listens is because of Corey, and we might lose a listener because of this. You know, he's going to be like, "Oh wait."
Well, he tells Corey that.
Oh, he's here for he originally he came here for the Corey, but he stayed for the Craig. Is what you're saying?
I think so.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. So some stories to catch up. How's your life been going on?
My life's good.
Any stories to catch up with? Anything
new? Did the old Friday March Madness, me and Carrie.
And so
it was a long day.
So Thursday, nothing.
Nothing Thursday.
Yeah. Thursday was my...
I watched the games, but I worked.
Yeah, it's my March Madness. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for this, but I may have went into an establishment in Auburn and pretended I didn't know that it was a bar, and I may have pretended that I didn't know that my son wasn't 21 years old. And the only reason I pretended for both of those things, I just maybe not know. Pretend is the wrong word. I wasn't as aware, I guess. That's the thing. I wasn't as aware because they had the only setup for watching March Madness. And so I was like,
that was midday. There's probably not a lot of people there.
Not
anyway.
at all. And they were like, "Are you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And then they're like, "Easy," and I go, "Yeah." And then they're like, "Okay, cool." That was it.
That was it.
And then John Taffer busted the doors and said, "How come you guys aren't checking IDs over here?" But yeah, no, that was a cool thing. I thought that'd be pretty cool. Make a certain somebody feel a little older. And so then we went for a drive because he got his permit that weekend too. And within the first 4 minutes, he freaked out. And by the way, he didn't get any. He didn't drink anything. If people are wondering, but we pulled back into our house here. I said, "Hey, let's go for a couple drives around the." He's driven go-karts. I thought that 20 miles per hour and braking was kind of like something that's going to be smooth, and I could talk with him through it. I mean, there's freaking kids that are 13, 12 stealing cars and joyriding them around. I thought my 17-year-old, and he got a little too intimidated. Went around a right corner, hit the accelerator instead of the brake. Luckily, no one was around. We hopped the curb, blew our left front tire because he hit it so hard. And then I had to go to the tire shops and find a new tire. So it was definitely March Madness. So maybe I made him feel too old. Maybe he went into grandpa zone because he was able to sit in an establishment that had an establishment in Auburn, believe it or not.
Oh, I'd believe it. Anywhere in Auburn, he could sit in.
Anyway, so yeah, so that was. What about? So yeah, so how was your? So Thursday you worked, but Friday you took it off. Where'd you start at?
So we try to go on Fridays. For the most part, we try to go places we've never been before.
Okay.
And this is year 6 doing it, so you got to think you start having to expand a little bit more.
Yeah.
So we went to Renton.
What? Did you lose a bet?
A place, I'll give it a shout out. It was good. It was good food.
Okay.
It's called Doofers.
Yeah, Doofers. The
You been
Doofers
there?
burgers. Yeah.
Dude, it was good. So we went. We
Did
started.
you finish a complete Doofers burger?
No, I had a patty melt.
Okay.
But so we went there. Started. They got a ton of TVs. So that was lunch and some drinks there, watching the games.
Did you ever run into people that you know? Like, did you like?
We did a couple years ago at Gators. Our really good friend of the show, Lee, was actually there with his
By accident.
on work.
Yeah.
Because they went there for lunch.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so we were sitting there and we started talking to some random people, which was kind of weird. But
Yeah.
they were Duke fans, so I hated them instantly. So
Did they? Yeah, okay, keep going.
well, the reason we started is because they were like standing up, taking a selfie of themselves, and Carrie decided it would be appropriate to ask if they wanted help, like her to take
You want
a
me to
picture
take a
of them.
picture for you guys?
And then they said no,
Oh.
that they liked doing whatever view that they were doing,
Oh.
and then proceeded just to keep talking to the woman there. And I looked at Carrie.
Carrie?
And I looked at Carrie. I go, they're wearing Duke stuff. I will not talk to them.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
you walked away.
Well, we were sitting too close to walk
So
away.
you turned away from them like I did when I first
Yes,
started
exactly.
the podcast.
I said, do not talk to them anymore. And then I slapped her hand.
Did you make any bets?
No.
No bets at all.
Besides the bracket, which I'm never good at brackets anyway. I love March Madness. I've never been good at brackets because I refuse to take like chalk. I refuse to put 1 seeds where they should be. I love upsets.
Yes.
So
Well,
I never do good in bracket.
Well, I love upsets too, and I won back 75% of my money. Maybe not even that. Maybe 60% of my money that I bet. So that sucked. I was down over.
This year was not good for
Not
upsets.
good. Not good at all. Okay, so then you guys go to Doofers till about when?
Oh man, it probably was, let's say 12:30ish.
Okay, a couple beers, a patty melt.
And then there was a brewery in Renton I wanted to go to. Didn't open till later. Then I was gonna take Carrie by the Red Dog.
Ooh.
Because neither one of us had ever been in there.
Like on the stretch between
But
Red Dog Saloon or whatever?
Yeah, it also did not open until later. So we went over to a Renton
Dream Girls.
Fairwood.
Okay.
Fairwood. Went to a place called Agape or some weird bar like that. It's decent place. Watched a couple games, had a couple drinks. Stopped by Imbibe in there in Maple Valley on the way in. Hit up Boots.
Yeah, I went to Boots
I'd never been in there
a few
before.
months ago. Yeah, it was great.
It was
Pretty sweet.
It actually, I think it'd be enjoyable if you went there if you weren't in Black Diamond. But
Right.
so yeah, that was cool. And then just made our way back to town.
Cops following you everywhere you
Went
go.
to Phil's.
Dude, so you're a hop, skip, and a jump. Did you see run into Holly? Was she playing Monopoly Deal trying to get you guys to play?
Did not see her there.
That's lame.
Yeah,
That's lame. You would have played too,
I would have.
and now you can't.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was waiting there for.
Yeah,
But she never showed up.
that's what she does. She overpromises and underdelivers. I'm kidding. I think she actually made an admission on Facebook where she's like, "Are there any nurses out there that want to work with me? If you're interested in this." And so I think by that she admitted that she's a nurse. It was weird.
Oh.
Yeah. So, my same thing. Last year I was in super debt, so I was like, just dashing like crazy during March Madness. And then, so this year I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be good. I'm not going to the casino and losing a bunch of money. I'm not going to owe anyone a bunch of money. And then my son blew a tire. And then that weekend I just ended up dashing for a tire. It was ridiculous. So, there we go. I think we're getting there. Okay. Anyway, so it was fun. NCAA basketball. Jamie isn't really into basketball. She thinks it's boring. I think it's a lot NCAA. I mean, I wouldn't watch the games. I rarely will watch the games up until the tournament. Like I might catch like the first or the last week, the week prior to the tournament.
All the conference championships.
All the championships. Yep. Other than that, I'm not really catching too much. What about you?
I watch random stuff during the year. This year, I probably less than I normally did, just for simple schedule, time, whatever. But I'll watch NCAA basketball way before I watch NBA. So
yeah, that's true. Are you going to be watching some MLB opening day?
Yeah, it's already on.
Have you been watching a little bit of it already?
I had it a little bit on earlier.
Are you going to do that Root Sports thing?
I have Root Sports through my cable already.
Oh, really? So it's not like a special edition?
I don't think so.
I gotta double check.
Thou shall not be named told me about that. Also, I know he's doing it.
It's not a bad thing, man.
Like $20 for
$20 for
every game.
But it's $20 for the entire season?
It's 20 a month, I think.
20 a month? That's not too bad. That's not bad. I could do that. I went to switch gears a little bit. So, did you ever do Win Your Way In poker back in the day when it was at
like you play in a tournament?
CJ Coasters or Pard's Place or whatever it was? Yeah, you played in a tournament?
I did free. Those. I don't know about if that. I don't think I did Pard's Play. I don't think I know what you're talking about. Though.
They had so it was Win Your Way In. I used to do this a lot. In fact, that's how I know like Butch and Donald Jute and Tony Signani and a few others because they'd always play there. And I loved it, man. It's like every like Wednesday night or I might have been Monday night. You'd go there. It's free. You'd eat. And then if you won, it would be, you get your food paid for pretty much, like a $30 gift card. And so one of my friends has been working with around town trying to get it to come back into Enumclaw. It hasn't been here for years, decade maybe. And they were able to get the new owners at what's it called? Yellow Beak, the new Yellow Beak owners, who just hired like this new chef and like they got this dude. So I went in there last night and there was like 5 tables, free poker, and it was packed. And I ordered like a Caesar salad that had some brisket in it. So good. It was just so flipping good.
I've heard nothing but good about the new food and everything. Like a legit place that you could go for dinner plans on any night.
I'm ready to go there tonight. Like it was decently priced, I mean it's still going to be about $20 something an entree, like depending what you get, like 18 to 24 or whatever. But like I'm like, Jamie, we need to go to this thing. And it's dude, it's legit. And so anyway, if you're interested in that poker, it's Wednesday nights. Every Wednesday, 6:30 is when they start shuffling the cards. So you want to get there around 6, get yourself registered. And, basically, and this is back in the day when I did this, if you won, then you'd be invited to the quarterly, and a quarterly would be held like at Goldie's. I think it's not there anymore, but that was out in Seattle, kind of on. It's kind of near the stadium, a little bit. It's off the road. What do they call that? Airport Way or something like that, or Airfield Way? I don't know, but so if you win that, then you would get invited to the big finale, and the big finale would be, it's once a year, and the winner of that goes to, and it's paid for, your entry, the $10,000 entry to win to the World Series of Poker. So I've won 2 quarterlies. So I played I won a few here, and then I ended up winning, and at the quarterlies, it's cash. I don't know if they do that anymore, but quarterlies, all these restaurants, will kind of pool some money in to a bigger prize pool, and then it's cash. And then if you win that quarterly, then you're into the main event. And I got to the main event, and I have like 40 people. I finished like 18th, so I was 18 away from going to the World Series of Poker way back in like 2012 or something like that, 2009, 2010. But that's my little cool story. So I'm glad they're doing it. They're bringing it back. It'd be kind of fun to do that again, and then just kind of just play poker, man. I'm telling you, it's like probably with you and coaching, you're pretty good. You're good at coaching.
I would like to think so.
But let's say you took like 5 years off, 6 years off, maybe even 8 years off, and then you went back to it. Would you want to do it again, or would you like, I'll do one more? You know what? I'll come back. Are you done completely?
No, I mean, I've had the conversation about going back into doing coaching, hit and miss. I mean, a 5-year break, probably not. I mean, if I was gonna go back into coaching, I'd probably do it after a year or two.
Would you
No, those guys. I'll tell you right now. I've had the opportunity to and do stuff, and those guys. That job. You couldn't pay me. You could pay me double what those guys make, and I wouldn't do it. It's a pain. I could not deal.
Triple?
Maybe. I'd have to think about it.
Quadruple?
Well, I'd be up to about $200 a game. I might do that. I might tell a parent to F off for $200 a game. But I've seen those guys, and just dealing with most parents. And this is a service announcement. 95% of parents suck in any sport, not just umping. If you're a ref for soccer, anything, parents are terrible.
Well, who are the 5% that are cool?
Ones that just shut their mouth and don't think they know what they're talking about.
Just drop the kid off and just
No. I'm all for not being at the game, but don't. Like, if an umpire calls something or makes a bad call, you have like a 12-year-old kid that you're supposed to be setting an example for,
and you're chirping.
Don't swear off or with it at an umpire or cause. Dude, it's crazy what parents do. I mean, we all see it on the news every once in a while where a parent punches a referee or something stupid like that. Yeah. I would if you could go to even Enumclaw, you could go I'll go out to the Chinook Little League. And I guarantee there's a parent that's out there running his mouth that shouldn't be saying anything, and it's terrible. It's terrible in front of those kids.
I know a few people like that. Not me, but I do know a few people that are kind of like that, I think.
I meant realize where you're at.
At a kid's game.
Yeah.
You're not at they're kids.
Maybe once they get to high school, you want to chirp at a high school umpire. Whatever. Go ahead. But in your little league game, what the heck is the point of that?
Yeah, no point. So that's your service announcement.
Yeah.
Okay. You never coming back.
No, like I said, I might go back, but I will never umpire.
Is Brad back? Is he?
Yeah. Brad never left.
Does he know that you're gone?
He's with a he's with a different team.
Oh. Ran into him at the casino a few times. It's always good to see him, but it's also when I see him, I think, man, that guy's at the casino. And then I'm like, he's probably thinking of me and going, man, that guy's always at the casino because he sees me. So it's one of those things.
But it's probably a little different because if he sees you, he knows you're there. Let's just hypothetically say once a week.
Yeah.
But the other days that he doesn't see you, he's still there.
He's still there. Yeah. Okay. That's a good point. That's a great point. Let's see some DoorDash stories. I got some DoorDash stories for you.
Did I ask for those?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
Well, here's a couple. I'm going to throw them at you. What would you do if you were a do you DoorDash? Not, I mean, like, do you order?
I've ordered DoorDash one time.
What was
we had
it?
this
Where were you?
conversation because I ordered food. And then I also said on there like, oh, do you want to add a drink?
Yes, right.
And I'm like, sweet, I'll add a drink and like a candy bar. And then I had watched the guy go from pick up my food, then have to stop by a 7-Eleven to get like what I ordered. And I'm like, I didn't know that would be the case. I don't know, maybe in my head I thought that it was at this place that my food was getting ordered at. But now you got to make a couple stops.
Make 2 stops, dude. So I've had that, but the weirdest one I had was recently. One of the weird ones I had was I went to go pick it up. It was for this person's name, but before I got into there, it was a Taco Bell. When I was going in there to grab this, there was a like 20-something-year-old chick that was walking out with 2 bags of Taco Bell that was, had the DoorDash stickers and stuff. And I go in there and they're like, oh no, she just took your order. And so I went out there real fast and I'm like, hey, whoa. And she stopped and she rolled down a window and I go, that's, and she's like, I got this person's name. And I go like, I got this. We had the same person's name, but the order was, they forgot to add like the dessert. And so they must have did that as a separate order. So I was just picking up the like little Cinnabon things or whatever. And so we both drive to this person's house to go deliver this. But the thing is I knew a faster way just because I know Enumclaw. And so I got there like 2 minutes before this other person was probably not from around here, maybe just kind of learning the area. And so it was like a hand delivered to me. So this older lady opens up her door and I'm like, here you go. And all I got is like the little bag of the dessert. And I'm like, the other one's coming. I saw her already, but here's your dessert. Maybe you have dessert. Maybe this time you can have dessert before dinner. Said something cheesy like that. And then she laughed. But the other one I had, I'm thankful when I know people, because sometimes these restaurants mess up the orders, or they say, yeah, this is, and they just hand you 1 bag and it should be 2 bags, which was last week. I was dropping off an Oshio's order and it was supposed to be 2 bags. I only got the 1. So I dropped it off. I'm leaving, taking my picture, and I know these people. I'm like, I'm back on my mic, so I can see the name and the last initial. Like, I think I know this person. So anyway, I'm driving off, and then they get a message, or they call me, and they're like, hi, we're missing another bag. And I'm like, I thought you were. I really did. All right, sounds cool. Let me go get it. I'm like, by the way, are you so-and-so? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, this is Travis Kenny. I'm your DoorDasher. And so she's like, oh, thanks. Oh, Travis. Okay, great. So when I grabbed it, came back and dropped it off, and she was nice and gave me a $5 tip for doing that, which was, I'm thinking I'm just going to just cause problems just so then I can resolve them and then get paid more. But I started thinking about like how that might look back. I mean, like, I'm not trying to toot my horn, but like during COVID, like, I was an entertaining guy. As were you and others, and we were doing the podcast, and I was going live, and I had the Enumclaw discussion board, and blah blah blah. King of Coal Street, dinking around, always out. And now they probably think now it's like This sounds stupid, but this is kind of like you see those like childhood actors that grow up to be like street urchins who are like begging for money, or they're like waitresses or waiters, and they're not in the film industry. They're in the service industry at that point. It's like, where are they now? And so-and-so's doing this. And I'm like, remember that guy that was just a complete idiot going, well, guess what? He's still an idiot, but now he's delivering DoorDash to you. Very humbling. Very humbling. Any thoughts? Any thoughts on that?
I don't know why it would be humbling.
Well, because it's like everyone assumes you're like down on your luck. In fact, me and Jamie were at a benefit dinner for multiple sclerosis. I would say MS. Wait, is that multiple
sclerosis?
There, thank you. Can't say it, but we were at a dinner and we were talking about kind of like, what we do, catch up with some people, and then Jamie's like, oh yeah, I was DoorDashing. The guy's like stops her and goes like, because they know what she's doing working wise. He's like, why? She's like, oh, just make a little extra money. And he's like, why? And
you guys don't just typically just go, so I can go to Vegas.
Well, I say it all the time. I actually try to get more tips that way. I'm like, this is going to the Vegas fund. And then like, if I get a tip, I'll be like, I'll text him back or message him like, you just bought me a drink. Thank you. Which, whatever.
That goes towards a little bit of your need to feel okay about things.
Thank you. I need to talk through that. I feel better now. Yes, correct.
Because I'd be like, what's it to you? I live in a cardboard box now.
Oh, I see. I care too much about what people think.
Yes.
Yeah, I do. In fact, so Jamie yesterday, she was at a manager's retreat for her stores. And look at this picture. She was able to she went to the VMAC because Safeway is, a Seahawks sponsor. And then they had Michael Bennett, Cliff Averill, but I can't tell who that other guy is.
The one right next to her?
Yeah. He's got like a cleft lip kind of thing, I want to say.
You have to look up that number.
Number 13. Yeah.
Sure, it's his jersey number if he is a player.
Let's see. Yeah, 13. Let's take a look. Actually, Seahawks 13. Seahawks 13 jersey. That is Ernest Jones.
Corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Linebacker images. Oh, that's not him.
He's probably just wearing that jersey.
Wait, is that him? Sounds like him. Is that him? Oh, wait. Who's this guy? Yeah, this guy. Oh, that is him. Dude, he looks so different in so many different pictures.
Well,
interesting.
Most people probably do.
It's true. Oh. But the storm, how'd you do? How'd you weather the storm last night?
Oh man, I bunkered down the hatches.
Did you throw cardboard?
I went down in my basement.
I drained my pool because I knew it was going to fill back up again. Did you like go outside and put cardboard and rugs and?
No, I actually was going to go swimming. It was just a bit cold.
Did you sit out with the in the hot tub with it?
No, Carrie wouldn't.
She's afraid of getting zapped.
I don't know. I think it's awesome.
I was surprised.
Plus, it was like 10 minutes long. What difference is it?
Yeah, it was kind of lame.
It was lame. Plus, people around here don't know what real
storms
are.
But you turn on the TV and the news anchors, it was like Stormageddon. It was like crazy. It was like, are you kidding me? I mean, granted, we got absolutely pummeled by that snow clone or whatever they called it, the cyclone bomb, whatever, cyclone bomb.
But did we?
I lost my freaking fence
because you lost the fence and power. Is that really, completely destroyed?
That was okay. It wasn't completely destroyed, but that was a rough storm. This storm was literally like
go live in the Midwest. Look at some of those storms.
Have you? Why do you got to say it like that?
I lived in Missouri for almost 3 years.
As a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, as a kid.
But I remember.
No, you don't.
Yes.
You're like 1, 2, and 3.
I went to kindergarten and first grade.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll give you more
And
credit.
I remember going right out front and having sirens going off and being able to see tornado, and we had to go down in the basement.
Okay, now you're talking Twister. You're now bridging movies.
And then I went into a bathtub in a field to save my life.
And then also went black and white, and there's a witch on a broomstick or riding her freaking bike around. Yeah,
we'll just call it good there.
Dude, I'm tired.
You can tell. You look tired.
I don't know what it is. It's not getting the sleep. I'm not getting the sleep that I used to. I got to stop drinking. That's the thing. I don't drink hard, but like,
how's Blanton's going? You got the whatever.
Missing the
yet?
apostrophe. I need the apostrophe. It's all I need. But like, yeah, I need to stop drinking on the weekdays. But I only have like 2 beers. But yeah, so I went to the poker. I had 2 there, and then I came home. I had another 2. So last night, do you get that way when if I'm drunk and I go to sleep, then I'll sleep and I'll wake up at like 3 a.m. like wide awake.
No, I do not get that.
If I get absolutely blasted hammered, I will wake up wide awake.
It's been a long time since I've been
True.
that hammered, especially because 90% of the time all I will have is a beer. I'm not drinking hard alcohol. So
Right. But how were you Friday night?
Well, I mean, I was not able to drive home, but I wasn't hammered.
But how did you sleep in Saturday? No problem, or what did you do?
Got up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Like normal?
Yeah.
What did you have planned?
I had to go down the street and help out with some wood chopping.
Really?
Yeah.
For what?
Just for fun.
No, I mean, like, are you getting firewood out of it, or what were you?
No, it was all my wood that I gave them. Well, I cut 3 trees down out in my front yard, and they took all the wood, so I had to go help.
Did they buy it from you?
No, I just gave it to them.
Do you understand that I love firewood?
Yeah, but you burn in your house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's birch, so it's for outdoor. Okay. It's for outdoor burning.
Got it.
It burns hot and it leaves a ton of ash. Most people won't burn it inside.
Yeah. True.
So yes, that's why.
Thank you. I feel better now. When you were teaching your kids how to drive, did they get any accidents while you were riding with them? Did they do anything?
They did not, but they did break the law. Mostly speeding. Both my kids were, especially Kenzie, my older one, was legit like not scared of anything, like to a point where I thought that like I would rather her have been a little timid.
Yeah.
But we're talking like if it's 40, she's doing 50. It was weird.
Has she got any tickets since?
Yes. She got a ticket like a year after she got her license, and she had to go to one of those classes.
How fast was she going?
It was like 14 or 15 over.
So she's got one. Did she get another one?
No.
Okay.
But she got to take it off because she went to went to like a 4-hour class that they can do. But she was only 17 when she got the ticket. So yes.
No accidents?
Well, yeah, recently.
What happened?
But it wasn't her fault. She got T-boned.
Oh. Where?
And Bonnie Lake. You know, on 214th, like if you take a left like if you're heading towards Safeway, take a left.
Yeah.
Goes down by the ranger station there.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a church right there.
Yes.
Somebody was pulling out of that church parking lot and just
boom,
took her up, totaled the car.
See, that's why I don't like dashing out there. I'll dash out there if I want to make money, but I'm going to get absolutely just pummeled in my little yellow car out there. My lemon wedge, as my friend Jenna calls it, the lemon drop, the Skittle is what Holly calls it. I just wonder if people have nicknames about that car behind my back. Because, if you see a mouse, then you have like 5 more mice in the walls that you haven't seen. So if I've got a few people that are commenting that I know that are calling that my car, they have a nickname for it. How many people out there that don't know me, but like, oh, there's that.
There's a guy that works for Auburn that drives that same car.
Does he live out here?
I don't think so. I don't know where he lives.
I will see a car that kind of looks like this one, and I'll wave at him. Like, hey, what's up, dude? Like almost like how the motorcycles give 2 down or whatever. Were you
Jeeps do that too.
Were you the one that taught me that?
I doubt it. I don't ride a motorcycle. But Jeeps give it to other Jeeps also.
They give like a little rubber ducky.
Like a wave.
They throw a rubber ducky into there.
Yeah. So when I drive by Jeeps, I go like this.
Well, tell me what do we got? Vegas coming up for me. What do you got coming up for you?
Toronto.
When's that?
The 12th of April.
Oh, so when I'm flying in, you're flying out.
Yeah.
I was walking in and was walking out.
Yeah, getting that stadium checked off the list, and then doing a little Niagara Falls.
Be careful how you say that around there.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah, I think they named it just to kind of like trip people up.
Well, I'm going to be on the Canadian side, so
yeah, that's good. Say A at the end.
Yeah,
give it a hard A.
I'm hard. We'll see. We'll see how getting into Canada goes anyway.
Any DUIs?
No, you couldn't get into Canada.
You can't. I know.
So why would I schedule a trip to Canada?
I was wondering, like, what a bummer that would be for you if you can travel to and get every single stadium, and then you can't get to the one in Toronto.
Well, I'll just make sure that it'll be after I go to Toronto if it happens.
Smart. You go knock that one off first. Did you see what the NBA said about the Sonics in Las Vegas?
No.
Is that right now, Seattle and Las Vegas? Although I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm so freaking tired. Las Vegas. Well, I know because I woke up at 3 a.m. wide awake. That's exactly why. Now I know why I'm tired. I woke up at 3 a.m. wide freaking awake. Couldn't sleep. Anyway, Las Vegas and Seattle. NBA said that they are. I'll quote it. I'll quote it right here. It's concerning a European league. This is not putting NBA teams in Europe. This would be creating a league that is run by the NBA in Europe. In regards to expansion, he added this: Las Vegas and Seattle is still not on the table. They're more focused on creating a league in Europe than expanding it. And
good job, Adam Silver.
How'd you know that? Did you already read it?
No,
that was Adam Silver. Oh,
because he runs the league.
He runs the league. Yeah. Sorry. So, but as you're watching NCAA and you're like, there's so much talent here. Like, where do all these players go after this? Like, do they go Euro League? And so I was thinking, like,
pick up men's basketball.
Just go dominate the Y. You see Scal dominate. Did we talk about that one? Scal. You see Scal dominating the George, the what's his name? In New York. Have you not seen this yet?
I don't think so. Like recently?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so Scalabrine, he played this guy right here. So
you can get it done anywhere. So we gonna do this or what?
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Saturday at 10:30. You bringing your A game?
I mean, I don't know if I have my A game to beat you, but I'm definitely gonna bring.
Garnett.
Hey,
That's my biggest supporter.
let me tell you. Well, I'm not sure if he support you in this one, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. After the first possession, I'll know what type of game I have to bring. Am I gonna have to bring my A game, or I can bring the game where I can just mail it in? We're all gonna find out.
So it's street ball. This guy plays rough, and then they end up playing George the Messiah. Then let's see if I can.
Messiah gets mad.
Let's see if they have any video of it.
11-0.
So he beat him 11-0.
What's your reaction?
You know what? It's amazing the hoop culture in New York. For all these people to come out here, the West 4th Street culture. So I didn't know a lot about it before going in, right? And now just coming out here and seeing the whole thing.
So then
Did you see Scal and George the Messiah?
that's KJ or KG. Garnett with Paul Pierce.
I knew George was gonna have some problems though, because Scal is, for people who don't know Scalabrini, other than P, he loves one-on-one. Scal right now, if you called him, would get up, put his stuff on just to play one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Like he won't smoke at all times. Right. And it don't matter who you are. He's played strong, slick, back. You know what I'm saying? On one day you'll see him go one-on-one with Baby, one-on-one with Perk, try to go one-on-one with P, and then talk shit to Ray. And then after the third shot, he like, okay, cool, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like he won't smoke. We play. In the summertime, I got ticket. Yep. No, watch out, P. I want to ticket. Like he giving me every. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So when I saw that, I knew George was in trouble.
That was some good content.
Great content. I thought it was great for basketball, especially outdoor basketball, like blacktop. Man, we don't even do that no more. We need to bring that back.
You know what he said? He was like, I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me.
And when Scal got big, you forget Scal's 6'8", 240. Sure. Right. And when he put them things up there, he still, right. Cal showed up. What's happening? Right? What's happening? He did. What we doing, huh? What's happening out here? He showed up.
I live in this guy's house. I bought my house from him. Did you ever play Scal down there at the park? Because it's probably your closest park.
Yep.
And his closest
right
park.
on the corner.
Yeah. And did you ever play one-on-one back in the day with him that you can remember, or any?
No, he was older than we were. So he was down there playing with us, but it was pickup stuff.
McDade was there probably too, or no?
I'm trying to think. No, because he moved before we all got to like middle school, high school.
Oh. So you'd be out there playing Scal every once in a while, or no?
Yeah,
you'd be in the pickup.
Well, he'd always come over. He'd see anybody playing on that court. He'd walk out. He'd literally walk across the street dribbling basketball.
Really?
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
But you got to remember, when he was in high school, he was still pretty tall, lanky, kind of like not knowing his feet.
Yeah.
And when he went into college, that's where he like took his game to another level.
Did you did you feel like you had a special bond? Would he look at you and say the pale skin and the red hair? Would he go like, "Yeah, dude, you're on my team"?
Well, he'd do that with anybody that has red hair.
That's because
not just me.
There's a bond.
Yeah, there is. Unspoken rule.
Were you ever like miss what is that when someone thinks it's they go to you think, hey, are you Brian Scalabrini, like a little like fourth grader to you? You like,
I never got that.
Never.
No.
Let's see if we call before we go. Let's call. I ran into Aaron Mayer at.
Do we need to get him on here again?
Dude, he is so freaking funny. And Phil Whitman.
I need to actually get a hold of Aaron.
Dude.
See about getting a new car.
Phil is still funny. I don't know the last time you talked to him. I haven't talked to him in like 20 years. Like, I don't think it was like we're trying to figure out.
Did you see him up at the golf course?
I've seen him, but I haven't talked to him. But I saw me and Jamie walked down to Casting Iron this past weekend, visit some friends, and boom, there was them.
Oh,
it was good. I've got the real Corey. Call real Corey Bentley.
Watch him not even answer now. What time is it? Oh, we're about done.
Yeah.
Hello?
How's it going?
Well, just unpacking stuff.
You're live. This is the real Corey Bentley. Since I now have your phone, I got a text last week for NCAA, and it was Craig, and this phone number I had zero clue. So I didn't know if it was like somebody I should know or I should have in my phone, or if I thought it was actually maybe Carrie, and there was like some NCAA texts going back and forth. And little do I know that today, when I sent a text out, "Hey, we're recording," I get that's the other chain is Corey's number. So Corey, are you telling people that you have a new phone number? Did you want to announce that right now?
Well, I tried not to, but Craig spilled it already to you.
But do you want to announce that to everyone else that's listening right now that you have a new phone number? Do you want to go ahead and announce that right now?
I do have a new number. And I live somewhere else.
Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about how you're down with P-Town.
Yeah, you're P-Town. You're down with P-Town.
Yeah, I'm learning it.
And then the golden showers. But we want to double. Are you down with the golden showers?
You don't have to be here for those. Those are universal.
You're universal. How's the new digs?
So far so good.
Are you in P-Town or E-Town right now?
I'm in P-Town.
No, you're not. You're in E-Town. I know you are. You liar.
I'm standing outside your house laughing that I don't want to come in there.
You have to battle the bridge, possibly a little bit on some shifts, maybe.
Sometimes we'll see.
Have you
see what I can work out?
Have you had a? Yeah. So this is where you're not going to want to do a podcast on a Thursday, is because you'll be battling the bridge all the way back.
You told me you were going to make a video for me.
I'm not making a video for you.
Well, how am I going to see your guys' faces when I say something funny?
You can picture my face right now.
Did you hear? Are you an iPhoner or no?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just FaceTime you, and then you can just sit there and be FaceTimed with us, and that I'll Bluetooth it through, and then we can just do it that way, so you can still see our faces.
Can I just do that also?
No, I can only do that with one person at a time.
I already figured it out, Craig. You suck.
Anything you want to catch us up on? Anything? We've covered a few different topics, but anything that you want to cover?
Did you win any money?
I lost. I'm down over $100. I won about 60% of my bets back.
That's sad.
I
was hoping for you.
Thank you. There's not one upset, but the thing is, I did make some futures. I made a future that Michigan State would win, and that's a $250 payout if they win the whole thing. I do have them win in the region, and that's like a $60 payout. If I have BYU make region, that's like an $80 payout, and if they win, it's $305 payout. So I do still have some. I have some bets that are still, we don't know yet. We just don't know.
He's rooting for the Mormons.
Can Craig hear me?
Yes.
Did Teresa show up yet for the intervention?
No,
still hasn't.
5 o'clock maybe.
5 o'clock. Traffic jam.
5 o'clock somewhere.
She can have my seat now.
I got rid of it. I burned it.
There's no chair there.
There's really nothing here. Nothing at
That's
all.
sad.
Except just Chewbacca staring at me. Just leaning against the wall. Which I thought was you a few times when I glanced over there.
It's just
the same reaction I have to your jokes.
It's just heading to where this is going to end quicker without you. And I'm actually sad about it. A year ago I would have been happy, but now I'm sad.
Now he's sad.
And now it's still going to end early.
That was a Trump. A year ago I would have been happy, but now I'm sad.
You couldn't be happy for me that I found a place to live and I'm not homeless?
Or is it part of the long game?
What else was I going to ask you? I can't remember now. How's your bracket doing? By the way, I opened up this group now to where I was like, I don't need to do a password. I don't know who's who. Like before I would tell you like the name of like, it would be like C Bentley would be, I'd have just to figure out which one was yours. But I don't know anyone's brackets names. Like I just see the names of the bracket. So what's your bracket?
I don't know where I'm sitting anymore, but I was Super Conundrum 1 and 2.
Super Conundrum 1 and 2. Craig, what's yours?
I was Chris Mullen. St. John's is already out.
Still beating me probably.
And my other one was I Hate Duke.
Oh, did you? And so when you were sitting next to those people, it was torture.
Yeah, I literally hate Duke.
Why do you hate him so bad?
Because they suck and Lee loves Duke.
Because of Lee.
Oh. Is Lee in ours?
I don't know actually.
Yeah, I don't know either. We didn't find this out. This sucks.
Although I'm assuming the person that called themselves a surveyor doesn't live in the state
That was Jackson.
because
It has to be.
and I'm hoping it was meant to be funny because I'm pretty sure it was, but surveyor is spelled incorrectly.
Yeah.
So hopefully that was
You know why I
part
don't
of.
care anymore?
Hopefully that was part of the joke.
But
I don't care anymore because Drake lost.
Well, he still got his Toronto.
He might be the king, but he lost in the NCAA tournament, and that's why was my pick.
yeah, I was more of a K-Dot fan myself, so that was gonna happen.
I was hoping that Drake made it far enough that the other team played Kendrick Lamar coming out.
That's what I was hoping too as well. I think the Drake thing was kind of settled by the Super Bowl, though. I don't know why you were waiting for the NCAA tournament.
Because I don't do what everybody else does.
Infinity. Any shout outs?
To all of Puyallup, I'm here.
Hey, you should. Hey, we were talking about this. You should ask specifically get a DoorDash from Dan and make Travis bring it to you.
Oh, dude, I would not do that.
I was going to pull up DoorDash here in a little bit because I don't have anything in here.
And what were you gonna wait?
But Dan's not open right now.
He's talking about he's gonna drive. He's pretending that he's driving now.
No. He was meaning he doesn't have anything
he doesn't
to
have any
eat.
food. Oh, yeah, it sucks. Well,
Those DoorDashers in P-Town are probably a little bit better than
dude,
here.
you make some money. What's your shout out, Craig?
My shout outs to Corey. I'm happy that you decided to leave to better yourself.
Are you hearing this? Or are you just ordering your DoorDash right now, Craig or Corey?
I'm sorry, I was looking at Grubhub for a second. He said he loves me? Is that what he said?
He said his shout out is for you. He's happy for you, and this is just one more piece of the puzzle, that falling apart. One more piece. It's one more lost piece to not complete the puzzle. So you might as well give up on the podcast for me.
The puzzle that fell apart was like 1,000 pieces. This is just one.
Yeah, but it's a pretty big piece. My shout out is you for picking up the phone. Thank you. It's always weird when no one picks up the phone when I'm calling them because I think I've done that with Holly and a few others. And then it looks like no one likes to talk to me, which is true. But thank you for picking it up.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm in on this FaceTime deal.
Oh, we're gonna add Jamie
Yeah, I
Roberts
think
to the group.
I'm gonna take a phone call. Hold on one sec. You there? You're on. You're live. You're on air.
Turn it up and go speaker.
Yes, you are on air. Do you would like to say hello?
Hi. Is this the podcast that nobody listens to anymore?
It's the one that no one financially
Nobody
supports
listens to
anymore.
To begin with?
Yes. Yes. This
This
is.
is it. In fact, that's a better.
He knows what it is.
It's a better name for it, by the way. I like that. The podcast that no one listens to.
You're actually talking into a mic, and another person is on a phone, also talking into a mic that can hear you. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So there's four.
Wow,
There's
that's
four.
going to make great podcast feed right there. You might want to edit all this out.
We're going to keep it in. Thank you, Jamie.
Is the discussion, why are the Mariners playing tonight and not opening day?
Well,
This-
no, because it's a 7:00 game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why isn't it opening day and not playing during the day?
Well, I mean,
It's opening night.
it's technically the same day from noon or from midnight till 12 a.m.
The sad thing is Mariners brass probably wanted to play at night because they're catering to their fan base, and no self-respecting 10, 8, 11, 12-year-old kid wants a Hello Kitty bucket hat. But the majority of the fans that are above 21 would probably wear it in the bleachers and center field bar.
How have I had Jamie on more? Jamie, who's your team?
Did you hear him?
No.
He said, how does he not had you on more? He wanted to know who your team was.
I'm a homer. But
He's gonna be wearing
they
a Hello
piss
Kitty
me
hat.
off and kill me.
So tell him that Corey wants to know if the Hello Kitty hat fits.
Hey, so Corey wants to know if you would be one of the ones wearing that Hello Kitty hat and if it fits you.
No and no.
How do you know if you haven't tried it on? Jamie, ask him his prediction for the Mariners?
What's your prediction for Mariners season record?
I'm going to go with 88 wins, win the AL West. And the gambling side of me may have already placed bets to win the championship and the World Series.
That's a true fan. That's what true fan people do.
I bet to win the World Series also, and I wouldn't
Not
consider
the
myself.
Eagles. Not the Eagles.
Yeah, it's like still like one or plus 3,000 for the World Series, isn't it?
I
think I got 2,800.
I took two bets, one for 85 plus wins and one for 90 plus wins. So I'm hoping for both of those. Corey, what's your prediction for the Mariners wins?
Not great.
Give me a number.
Let's go low. 57.
57. You're taking the 57 below?
It's right at 57.
We're if you can't hear Jamie, we're all making bets on the amount of wins. Corey just said 57.
But they're going to win 50 of the games before All-Star break.
57 is way too low.
He said 47 will be before All-Star break.
I mean, if we're going to do it, let's do it. We're going to homer this up real quick. We're going to break the 116 record.
Ooh.
I'll take that bet no matter what.
Dude, yeah. That Hello Kitty hat is a little too tight.
117 right now. You heard it first.
Hey, they're saying your Hello Kitty hat is a little too tight now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a Hello Kitty hat anymore. It's just a tinfoil hat.
Craig, what's your prediction? I don't think we got yours yet.
I'm going to go...
Take it over 90. By the way, go ahead.
No, I'm going to say they miss the playoffs by one game again. Something I'm rooting for. And I hope they lose the finale against whoever they play. Hopefully it's the A's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Straight hater now.
Yes. This is what he does. Well, this is exciting. I'm going to have to invest in a third phone where we can bring more people on.
Wait, we're wrapping it up here. You want me to give you a call when we get done? I'm assuming there's a reason you called.
Later.
All right, bye.
Bye, Jamie.
Bye.
All right, have a shout out to Jamie for calling right there. That's my shout out. Your shout out was to Corey. Corey's shout out was to Puyallup. Love you guys all. Have a great week. Go Mariners. Go BYU. Go Michigan State.
I'm fine with all of those. Suck it, Duke. Hard. And also lose Michigan.
Corey?
Go Daniel Jones.
Have a great week, everyone.